I'm responsible. I'm responsible for what happened as a child. I'm responsible for babysitting a Nazi kid. Am I responsible for World War II? Is that what you're saying? Am I responsible?
You're responsible for shooting your mouth off with lies that aren't true.
What is a lie? What is a lie? What is a lie?
That Sultana was hurting your mom. That I am letting your mother die.
I believe that.
I am murdering her. You said I am murdering her.
You are.
No, I'm not.
You know what?
And if you would come here, you would see that.
Oh, I see. I see. No, I was talking about in the early stages. No, Kathy, I was talking about the early stages 2 years ago when I started and Mom was started the decline, when Mom put all that stuff aside for me because Mom was worried about me. When you always sided with Tom, you always sided with Honora. You never listened. I'm not saying that today, like this Wendy person seems very nice, okay? I'm not saying that there's anything going on right now. I'm saying at the beginning. That's when I believe Mom was murdered.
In your email, you said, well, maybe my aunt has decided to let my mother live.
I am grateful if you did. Because my first email from you. I know.
So
because
that means that I was killing her now.
Well, because, Kathy,
No, there's no because. There's no excuses. There's no excuses for your behavior.
Oh, there's no excuses when you looked the other way, when Mom's disease was progressing and she was never medicated properly and people reached out to you to say help and you never did shit. You never did anything. And you know what? I'm sorry about
her. I did not have legal ability to help her until Tom died.
And I knew Tom was killing her. I knew Tom was killing her.
There was nothing anybody could do until he died. She made him her power of attorney. He set up everything so that she would be taken care of after he died. All the bills were automatically paid. She has enough money to get by and to be fine. There's enough money left over for you and Heather to be comfortable.
I just love my mom. I love my mom. And you know what, Kathy, you might not have done it. And I will publicly apologize for saying that. I just knew that she was being, after I whistled blew like 4 years ago, I knew that she was being harmed. And I knew that Tom was doing it. And I just love my mom.
Apologize on the internet about what you said about me.
I will.
Then maybe I'll change my mind.
I will apologize. But I just want you to understand that I knew my mom. This is why I want an autopsy, because I knew Tom was hurting my mom. I knew that.
We all knew that.
We all knew.
And the only reason that I stuck up and kept on good terms with Tom was so that I could have access.
But Tom just was so, never let my mom have pictures of her grandchild. He kept me away from her. And Kathy.
She had tons of pictures.
No, but when I went there, they stopped when I whistle blew. When Tom told me at the Monterey Peninsula Country Club that dinner, remember I called you right after I had dinner and I had to walk out of the club because of what happened. But what happened with Tom, and then Mom's disease started progressing really, really fast. All of a sudden, Mom couldn't remember anything. And Mom knew that she was going to lose her mind, and she grabbed me and she brought me into that little guest room and she told me where to go. And she knew that they were doing this to her. Okay? Mom knew it. It hurt. You know, when you know, and it was like I kept reaching out to you and Claudia and Belle and nobody would listen to me. And I knew that Mom was being harmed, and Mom knew she was being harmed.
And I informed this facility that nobody is to be even hired without an extreme background check to make sure that they are not going to harm your mother because of your concerns.
Thank you. But please understand that
when she came here a year and 2 months ago, I told them that. She is guarded.
Okay, so I will apologize on the internet, and I will say that it has broken my heart to know that my mom was being harmed by Tom, and I always felt that you were letting it happen, and I did understand that you had no power, and I don't understand. You kept saying that Honora's a good person, but then she's connected to the CIA, and when that I got that connection, and I was told, and see, she's an elder care expert. She should have known, and she never did anything. So you trusted Honora when I knew that Honora was a bad person. I knew it. And this is what...
I had to deal with her as we were having her take all of Tom's stuff out of the house. I had to be on good terms with her or stuff would have disappeared. I had to be the liaison between the two families. So, she was always very nice to me. She is still nice to me. If she gets a letter regarding your mother, she sends it to me, which she got the letter